let's get into this real quick. Let's really get into this. Come on now. So we're gonna talk about Jan Jansen. So she took over for Lisa Bluter this season. Made the change this off season. Lisa Bluter caught us all by shock. Jan Jansen stepped in. I thought it was going to be a candidate search. One that could have been, I won't say extensive, but I thought like we take a look at a few people, but they always had their eye on Jan Jansen. And the way I feel about Jan Jansen is I was like, well, let's give her a chance and see what she can do. And I like the way she was talking in interviews, and I like the way that she was speaking about the Hawkeyes program and keeping a lot of things the same. And I was all in because what other choice did I have? So now that we are deep into our season, the Hawkeyes, I found myself in a precarious position in terms of how I feel, how RC feel, because I scratch my head a bit because I think that you know there's an opportunity to possibly get a great coach out of this, because you grow from losing. Losing is tough. Losing hurts. We all know that losing sucks, but much like the players, a coach can grow, or it can also just totally just make a coach self-destruct and fall apart. I think Jan's spirits are pretty high. I hear a lot of people, I won't say a lot, but I hear a fair amount of people calling for, Coach Jan Jensen's job. And then my take on that is this is the women's college basketball. This isn't the NFL, the NBA, where a coach is on a short hook and they get dismissed really fast. This actually, an opportunity, thing where you can get a shot to really actually make it happen. So I don't think Jan is going anywhere for at least, I would say, 1 to 3 years. So even if this don't work out this season, she'll still be given a chance next season to make it work out. Now, if this, because we're going to have a really, really nice draft class, and we all know we got the elite level phenomenal Addison Dill coming in next season, and she's coming with Johnny Houston, Layla Hayes. And we also know this was a really, well sought after, really, really super nice freshman class that needs to be utilized more from this year with Guyton and Hayden and Taylor Strimlow and Tegan Mulaney and even Callie Levine. They need to play more. And, that's on Jan. Jan's got to figure it out. And now I look at it like, okay, if you don't start playing these young players now in the season, I won't say the season is completely lost, but the season's in critical condition right now because, we looking like we WNIT bound, And I started to talk about the players, for my foray back into making uploaded content, but I thought it was important that I touch on Jan Jansen first. Like, Jan's rotations are a little choppy, and that's to say the least. Her sitting Lucy Olsen at the end of the games, okay, if you were driving the point home, okay, well, we get it after the first time you sit her down. Don't you need Lucy Olsen to try to win games? If you're going to go youth movement, then you might as well just go full-on youth movement. You might as well just start Ava Hayden, and if we keep losing, that's what it's going to come down to. And you might as well just, in the proverbial sense, of course, figuratively, not literally, of course, but you might just need to, empty the clip. And what that means is play the whole bench. Let everybody in. Let's see, since you expanding rotations, let's see what everybody got. Let's see AJ Ettinger. Maybe they might do something out there that might shock you. Or maybe they might just be more the same, underwhelming performances that you might be getting that you're getting from Kylie Fairback. And, honestly, when it comes down to 3-point shooting, Kylie hasn't been as great as I thought she was against some lesser competition. If not for Leah Guyton and Taylor McCabe, our 3-point game would be on life support. It's not good. So also, this is why I can't go and completely clown Jan Jansen, because if you don't have the talent, if you don't have the players, if you don't have the heart and motivation that driven and determined from your players, then you're just not going to be, you're just not going to have a great record, and you're just not going to be looked at as a great coach, because a coach needs to get results. There's teaching moments and all of that, and that's great. That's fine. That's dandy. But it's on the players as well as the coach, because this 5-game losing streak is not good. Now, if this 5-game losing streak gets crazy and we start losing, we lose to Washington, we lose to Northwestern, it's just going to continue to be more of a mental game. And it's up to Jan to get us up out of that. I could see a situation as to where she would only last 2 years if this year goes bad, and the highly touted class coming in for 2025, if that's the dead of a season. That's why I say I get Jan 3 years, but I can see a scenario where it's 2. I actually would like to see her succeed and hope that she does. But I just right now it's just a tough time. It's just a really, really tough time. But I would not say that she's not going to be okay. She's learning. Could we have possibly interviewed more people for this job? Yeah, of course we could have. Yeah, we definitely could have done our due diligence. But she definitely put her time in with, Iowa as an assistant. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. But right now, a lot of people are upset and people want here's the road, but it's not that time. I'll ask you guys in the comment sections, what would you like to see Jan do? I mean, for me, the rotations, you need a more set rotation. And if you're not going to be winning games, even if you're competing is fine. That's dandy. She's doing a good job with that. When we were down, I forget what game it was. I think it was the Maryland game. Us getting back into it, I thought that had a lot to do with Jan. But when I truly look at this team, I also look at the personnel. And so it's not that great. You're only great is who you can recruit. You're only great is who you can get in the portal. And should we be taking it easy on Jan? Maybe to a degree, but also the expectations around this place, absolutely change. Winning is the goal. And right now, we just not doing no winning. And so, 1 to 10 on the panic scale, I cannot go to a 10 because Jan's going to be here for the foreseeable future. But this losing streak is starting to irk me, and I think right now I'm probably at a 5. A lot. So tell me your panic level right now with the losing streak, and what do you think of Coach Jan Jansen so far in her rookie campaign as the head coach? I'm back. Doing content as I always have been. Been putting out YouTube shorts, back with the long form, putting out videos. We'll try to do some live streams here in the future. But with that, I just hope to hear your comments. Subscribe if you haven't. RC is out, y'all. The rim is on fire. The rim is on fire.